Get to know some folks that you don't know before, and especially some folks that aren't Messiah folks today.
Let my people go. The fear that pulses through this city was birthed by those unlike us. See, 340 years we have waited for both constitutional and God-given rights for us. Do not take segregation lying down or go so easily into that good night. We will not let old Jim Crow win or steamroll this cause without a fight.
And at that time, you know, black people weren't supposed to be prosperous. So we learned a lot in doing that. So, and it's hard to understand how people carry that kind of anger and hate in their hearts, you know, for generations and generations and generations. So, did you get a chance to talk with any of the students from SciTech? I know that you were Skyping, or you were corresponding with them.
Yeah.
So.
So what's your name?
My name's Caitlin.
Hello. Can you tell us a bit about what you're doing here today?
I'm serving for MLK Day, so by doing that we, as a group, all came to Downey Elementary School, and basically we're serving them for the day, and they told us that they needed us to paint, so here we are painting.
Is it your first time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, doing an MLK service day.
How's it been so far?
It's been good. Didn't get paint all over myself, so it's a success. Yes.
And what really is this? How did this day come about?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, basically, MLK, Martin Luther King, is a pretty awesome dude.
Yeah.
And he went to make everything equal for everybody. And he had this big dream that everybody could work together and be in community with one another, regardless of their race and how they identified themselves. And so I see this day as kind of a day to commemorate his dream that we could all work together, regardless of our backgrounds and our ethnicities.
It is slippery. Yeah. Sorry. Ashley, I'm gonna set this.
Hi, Gigi. Hi. What are you doing here today?
We have 600 hands that the students here at Downey has traced for us. So we're cutting them out, laminating them, putting them on strings, and then they will be hung out in the hallway. We've been busy and doing this for about 2 hours now.
Hi, what's your name?
Christina.
Hi, Christina. How did you get involved today with the day of service?
I got involved through Messiah College and just signing up online just to do a day of service on MLK Day and just finding projects that I'm interested in.
Why is service important to you?
Service is important to do, not only this day but every day, just because it's a selfless act just to help out a community that I'm a part of.
Where do you get all the supplies from?
Well, we try to get as much of it as we can donated from local paint stores and things like that. But this time we got a grant from United Way, which is a nonprofit, so we were able to go to big appliance stores like Home Depot and buy a lot of the stuff, which turned out to be a lot more expensive than we anticipated it to be, but that's where it comes from.
And in some ways, that's like the way the company gets involved in this day, so they can't maybe send their employees, but they can give us supplies and they can help the school by giving services, things like that. So that's their form of service.
So Downey and Messiah have a partnership called Together for Tomorrow, which you guys have heard about. But so this is one way that we get Messiah students actually involved by bringing them here to Downey to see the school, to get to see what's going on. In the beginning, we did a big orientation on what we're doing and how they can get involved in more ways. So that's one of the ways we're bringing students and getting them involved and getting them excited and hopefully coming back to help with the after school program and a big block party and other service day projects.
You know, and our partnership is a long-term partnership, so it's not just today. It's something that we're trying to develop for many years to come. And a lot of that is getting students involved with the classes that they're taking. They can come and actually learn while they're serving here. We have a lot of student teachers that are here, and we'll talk to some of them a little bit later. But they've learned here, and then one of them, his name is Luke, he's gotten a job here just recently. So there's lots of ways that we're
I graduated from Messiah last year,
so now Allison is here and working to get other people involved. She's a great example.
I am a black woman. I serve for my own country. I like it. No, I mean I love it. I'm a black. B-L-A-C-K, can you spell? B stands for black, L stands for love, A stands for African American, C stands for culture, and K stands for kind black people. I don't want to slow you down, so let's get back to what I was saying. I am a black woman.
But I never expected MLK Day to be as good as it was. You know, I thought that, you know, it was only going to be a few speakers. They're going to just talk about Martin Luther, but really they were talking about like their own personal situations, about what they had experienced, which was really interesting and quite, you know, touching, because you saw what their life was like throughout those times and how racial and like comments can really hurt people, and how hatred in people can really influence.
So you didn't expect that?
No.
Well, I find it really it's really inspirational to see so many people coming together as one to serve like their community as a day on, not a day off. And it's also like not disappointing, you know, if you know what I mean, because at home there's nothing like that. And it'd be really nice to see something like that, because it was lovely just to see everybody come together. Doesn't matter what colour they are, where they come from, what they believe, they all just came together anyway and just done whatever, like painted or...
So far conversations about our faith has been with Sean, and he just said like something that's always stuck in my head: who cares what others think? Like I said, how can you be so open? Like I would never be that open, and I've grew more like to be more open, because it doesn't really matter. That's what he said, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, it just matters what God thinks, and if you're doing it in his will, who cares if someone judges you for it?
I keep thinking about whenever Dr. Roberts came and spoke to us, because being part of like the Little Rock Nine, the 9 black people allowed into a white school, that's really like life-changing really for them. And the fact that they had to have military surrounding them because there was so much hatred towards them, I just keep thinking like the divide at home as well between Catholics and Protestants, and how we should, like he got past that and it was a lot worse than, like he had to have a bodyguard at school every day, so I think we should be able to get past that at home as well. So I just keep thinking about what he said.